The fight for data security and privacy is more important than ever in today's hyper-connected digital world. Cyber threats are an ever-evolving and dangerous foe that organizations across the world must contend with to take advantage of the immense potential offered by the digital era. The battleground is always changing, from state-sponsored hackers to rogue individuals and sophisticated cybercriminal organizations. The security of sensitive data and the reliability of systems are crucial in the information era. Join us as we dig into the dynamic world of cybersecurity and examine the obstacles, breakthroughs, and crucial tactics that influence how modern organizations are protected. Here are some following cybersecurity problems that organizations face today. Some, for example, are data breaches, social engineering, ransomware, cloud computing issues, third-party software, crypto and blockchain attacks, AI and machine learning, and distributed denial of services. Organizations suffer serious repercussions as a result of data breaches. In the previous 5 years, the average cost of data breach has increased by 12%, reaching £3.2 million globally. Compensation for impacted consumers, legal fees, and regulatory fines of up to 4% of annual revenue, or €20 million, are included in these costs. Damage to the company's reputation can be severe. Up to one-third of clients across a range of industries stop doing business with them after a breach. Operations are disrupted by operational downtime, which costs $5,600 per minute on average. Class action lawsuits are becoming more common in court cases. The consequences of losing sensitive data, such as biometrics, are extensive. These repercussions highlighted the requirement for strong cybersecurity safeguards. According to What is Social Engineering 2023, social engineering, a problem that frequently affects businesses, is to blame for a startling 98% of cyber attacks. In order to trick victims into disclosing sensitive information, attackers pose irreputable persons or organizations. The most prevalent kind of social engineering, which causes more than 70% of data breaches, is identity theft, mostly through phishing assaults. Organizations face serious difficulties as a result of ransomware, which leads to a series of issues. Ransomware assaults now cause an average of 22 days of downtime, which has a significant negative impact on production, according to Ignite Blog 2022. Large corporations like JBS were affected, as they endured severe interruptions until a huge $11 million ransom was paid. Additionally, ransomware harms brand reputation. 46% of businesses experience reputational loss as a result of cyber attacks. When ransom demands are not satisfied, hackers threaten to expose stolen data, which has grave consequences. The cost is enormous. In 2021, the average ransom payment will be $570,000. Ransomware also highlights the necessity for strong cybersecurity measures, since it opens the way for future cyber attacks. According to Risks of AI and Cybersecurity, Risks of Artificial Intelligence 2023, AI and machine learning provide serious issues for organizations. Threat actors have the ability to automate malware production, enhance cyber attacks, and even endanger physical activity in AI-driven systems due to possible security breaches and surveillance risks. Privacy issues are raised by the large amounts of data AI processes. These hazards are exacerbated by data misuse and stolen AI models. Deepfake impersonation can cause reputational harm and financial losses, along with more advanced assaults. Organizations must give priority to strong cybersecurity procedures, moral AI development, and proactive risk management if they want to effectively traverse this terrain. In the current digital era, organizations struggle with the complex problem of cybersecurity. Let's explore an empathy map that depicts the organization's viewpoint to acquire a clearer grasp of the complicated dynamics at play. When a company sees the cybersecurity environment, it notices the ever-growing number of cyber threats and vulnerabilities that might jeopardize its sensitive data. The weight of the problem is increased by hearing the news cycle rifle with reports of data breaches and employee worries. Internally, there is a flurry of thinking and feeling that includes worry about financial losses, pressure to react to dangers that are continuously changing, and annoyance at having to maintain ongoing awareness and investment. At Response, organizations are saying and doing things like stepping up cybersecurity talks at board meetings, putting in place strict security policies and training, and frequently looking outside the organization for outside expertise to strengthen their defense. The pain points are the concern over reputational harm, the difficulties of striking a balance between security and user ease, and the strain to keep up with changing best practices. However, there are other gains as well, such as improved sensitive data protection, elevated consumer confidence, and the potential for cost saving by averting security problems. Understanding the empathy map helps organizations better understand the complex web of feelings and choices they must make in order to protect their digital assets. It emphasizes how crucial it is in an increasingly complicated cybersecurity world to strike the correct balance between security, precautions, and operational effectiveness. The roses, thorns, and bud technique is an effective way to evaluate and improve cybersecurity in modern organizations. Roses represent the cybersecurity practices' current strengths in this framework. These might include strong encryption techniques, regular software upgrades, well-designed access restrictions, tried and true incident response strategies, and extensive staff training programs. On the other hand, thorns stand for areas that need quick improvement. These might consist of out-of-date software, poor staff education, insufficient network monitoring, lax password regulations, or no cybersecurity policy at all. But last but not least, the bud represents chances of cybersecurity to develop and improve. Multi-factor authentication may be implemented, staff training or phishing and social engineering is strengthened. Vulnerability assessments are routinely performed, sophisticated threat detection technologies are purchased, and incident response plans are improved. Organizations may create a strategic plan to address vulnerabilities and take advantage of opportunities by methodically classifying cybersecurity practices into roses, thorns, and buds. Setting realistic deadlines, allocating resources, and prioritizing important topics are essential elements of this method. Given the constant evolution of cybersecurity landscape, constant review and modifications are essential. In the end, the approach promotes taking a proactive approach to thwarting new threats and guarantees that organizations maintain resilience and security in the face of a constantly shifting digital environment. The following slide is our thought process of how we use the how might we method. We first started by stating the precise cybersecurity challenges or issues that the organization is dealing with. We asked ourselves questions: how might we better protect sensitive consumer data from data breaches, for example? We then convert the problem into a series of how might we queries with a focus on coming up with answers. For example, how could user authentication be improved to stop unauthorized access? How can staff cybersecurity training be improved to cut down on human error? How could we proactively recognize and counter new cyber threats? We can bring together a variety of IT specialists, cybersecurity experts, and important stakeholders for a brainstorming session. Encourage them to come up with original solutions to the how might we questions. Implementing multi-factor authentication, regularly doing penetration tests, or improving network monitoring are a few suggestions. We can also review the suggestions made during the brainstorming session and evaluate their viability, potential effect, and fit with the objectives of the organization. Prioritize the most exciting concepts for additional investigation. For the chosen concepts, we create prototypes or run pilot programs. For instance, we might test a threat detection product or launch a new cybersecurity training program to assess their efficiency, collect comments and information. We will then select the best solution and roll them out across organization based on testing and feedback outcomes. Lastly, to determine the effectiveness of our cybersecurity changes, use key performance indicators such as KPIs. Maintain a regular approach for your cybersecurity plan, review, and enhancement. Here are some challenges from the how might we questions and some solutions for them. So first was, how can user authentication be improved to stop unauthorized access? We can apply multi-factor authentication to all user accounts, forcing users to enter 2 or more authentication methods in order to access the system. This might be something they have, for example, mobile app generated code, something they know, or something they are facial or fingerprint identification. The second challenge was, how can staff security training be improved to cut down on human error? We can create a fun, continuing cybersecurity training course that incorporates simulations and real-world events, provide personnel with phishing awareness training so they can identify and report phishing attempts, gamify cybersecurity training to make it more engaging and rewarding for staff members who successfully finish it. The third challenge was, how can we proactively detect and counter new cyber threats? Create a program for threat intelligence that continually scans the landscapes of online threats, utilize machine learning techniques and cutting-edge threat detection technologies to analyze network data in real time for abnormalities and potential threats, to quickly correlate and react to security incidents, implement a security information and event management system. Number 4 was, how can we successfully safeguard settings used for remote work? We can offer secure remote access options like zero trust network access or virtual private networks. Ensure that endpoint security software is installed on all remote employees' computers and that it is updated often. For remote employees, use least privilege access and strict access constraints. 5. How can we prevent data breaches from happening to our sensitive client data? Sensitive data should be encrypted both in transit and at rest to track and stop the unauthorized movement of sensitive data. Use data loss prevention technologies to find vulnerabilities and fix them quickly. Conduct frequent security audits and penetration tests. Number 6. How can we guarantee that third-party suppliers adhere to our cybersecurity? Create a thorough vendor risk management program. This involves evaluating and keeping track of third-party providers' adherence to best practices and standards for cybersecurity. Impose strict requirements on contractors such as data protection agreements and security assessment requirements. Now that we have a good understanding of the problem that we're facing from cybersecurity, our main goal that we want to achieve is to raise organizations' understanding of cybersecurity in today's society while effectively minimizing different cyber risks. We'll now be using the LaSalle matrix. So for seeds, we have, which are existing initiatives, we have present-day cybersecurity education programs, cybersecurity policies and standards for employees, employee email correspondence, email education programs, reporting systems for cybersecurity incidents currently in use, engagement of leaders in cybersecurity culture. Now for the catalysts. So number 1, extension. Investigate the feasibility of expanding the current cybersecurity training curriculum to include a wider variety of subjects such as new threats and social engineering techniques. Consider expanding the awareness campaigns to additionally third parties who use the organization systems such as vendors, contractors, and other third parties. New design. The cybersecurity awareness training course should be redesigned to be more interesting, interactive, and specific to the various employee positions and degrees of technical knowledge. To successfully engage employees and deliver key ideas, redesign cybersecurity awareness materials like posters, movies, and interactive simulations. Number 3, explosion. To think of creative strategies to increase awareness, such as gamify cybersecurity training so that staff members may receive prizes or accolades for completing security courses. Investigate the potential of holding recurring hackathons or mock cyber attack drills to expose staff to real-world cybersecurity issues. Number 4, new functions. Think about adding additional features to the cybersecurity awareness program, including connecting it to rewards for workers who excel at cybersecurity procedures, of combining it with performance reviews. Investigate the notion of establishing a cybersecurity ambassador program within the company where enthusiastic staff members act as promoters of best practices. 5, new material. Investigate the creation of immense and memorable cybersecurity training experiences using cutting-edge technology like virtual reality or augmented reality. Investigate the usage of chatbots or virtual assistants powered by AI to offer on-demand cybersecurity advice and assistance. New technology. Utilize cutting-edge technologies like machine learning to provide individualized cybersecurity training suggestions based on employee history and weaknesses. utilize the most up-to-date cybersecurity simulation technologies to provide realistic situations that staff members may use to train in. Requestion. Examine continuous just-in-time training methods and challenge the notion that cybersecurity awareness training needs to be conducted on a regular basis. Reevaluate the leadership contribution to creating a culture of cybersecurity awareness and consider methods to encourage executive participation. With all that information, we were able to come up with 2 potential minimum viable products. So the first one was CyberSec Aware. The features that this had was to develop a collection of basic interactive online training lessons for cybersecurity that include fundamental ideas like password security, phishing awareness, and data protection. All staff should have access to these modules. Create template for cybersecurity awareness campaigns that organizations can simply customize with their branding and unique messages. For example, posters, email templates, short films. These templates ought to concentrate on important cybersecurity issues. Implement a user-friendly incident reporting platform that makes it simple for staff members to report shady behavior or suspected security breaches. Make sure it's simple to use and promotes prompting reporting. Provide organizations with fundamental foundations for carrying out a straightforward cybersecurity risk assessment. Identifying crucial resources, possible threats, and weaknesses might be a part of this. So how it works. Organizations may access the training courses, templates for awareness campaigns, and incident reporting tools by signing up for the CyberSec Aware. The training courses are completed at the employee's own speed, and they are urged to use the offered tool to report any suspicious behavior or situations. The adaptable templates may be used by businesses to start internal awareness campaigns and encourage cybersecurity best practices. The fundamental framework for risk assessment aids organizations in identifying and ranking possible cybersecurity hazards. The goals. Raise staff knowledge of fundamental cybersecurity issues. The prompt reporting of suspected security problems is encouraged, and give businesses a place to start when evaluating and reducing cyber threats. Feedback collection. Obtain options from businesses and staff members about the usability of the training materials, incident reporting systems, and campaign templates. Gather information on incident reports and user participations in training programs. Ask for ideas for new subjects or features that might improve the MVP's efficiency. Iteration. Iterate on the MVP by adding more training courses, increasing the risk assessment framework, expanding the campaign templates, and improving the incident reporting tool based on user input and use statistics. CyberSec Aware offers a simple yet effective solution for businesses to start improving their comprehension of cybersecurity and effectively reducing cyber threats. It offers a place to start when increasing cybersecurity awareness, and it may change over time in response to user input and shifting cybersecurity requirements. Our second MVP is called CyberSec Buddy. Its features is pairing system. Create an internal buddy system where each employee is linked with a CyberSec buddy. Friends should be educated or trained in cybersecurity. Monthly cybersecurity discussions. Friends get together once every month to have casual conversations on cybersecurity. These discussions go through certain subjects, offer advice, and answer any queries or worries. They have themed awareness workshops. Hold quarterly themed security awareness workshops that are led by outside speakers or cybersecurity professionals. Emerging dangers or excellent practices are the main topics of these talks. Buddies serves as a point of contact for their co-workers who want to report possible security problems or ask for advice. They deliver these reports to the company's cybersecurity or information technology staff. How it works. Employees are matched up with CyberSec Buddy at random when the company introduces the program. Friends arrange regular in-person or online gatherings to talk about cybersecurity issues. Experts present insights and respond to questions at quarterly themed awareness events. Within their teams, buddies are in charge of compiling and reporting cybersecurity-related issues. Goals. Encourage an awareness of one's own responsibility for cybersecurity. Encourage the encouragement and exchange of knowledge among peers. Establish a network of knowledgeable staff members who can address and report security problems. Feedback collection. Gather opinions from the workforce about the success and participation of the buddy program and awareness trainings. Keep track of the quarterly and kind of security issues that are reported via the buddy system. Ask for suggestions on subjects for education sessions and program upgrades. Iteration. Iterate on the MVP by extending the buddy program, personalizing awareness training, and improving assistance for reporting and incident response based on user input and programming performance. To encourage involvement, think about implementing rewards or recognition for active CyberSec buddies. This is the value proposition canvas for our first MVP. So for internal pains for organizations, employees will lack a cybersecurity understanding, complex reporting procedures for incidents, risk management challenges related to cybersecurity. For employees, limited availability of cybersecurity education, process for reporting that are unclear to complex, fears over the repercussions of reporting security events. For internal gains for organizations, with increased staff knowledge about cybersecurity, streamlined reporting and handling of incidents, enhanced threat mitigation and risk management. For internal gains for employees, enhanced cybersecurity expertise and understanding, self-assurance while reporting occurrences, helping to create a workplace that is safer. External pains for organizations. Customizing cybersecurity awareness programs is expensive. Creation of training material takes time. Risks of security incidents and data breaches. For external gains, organizations. Customizing cybersecurity campaigns affordably, access to training resources that are ready to use, decreased danger of cyber attacks. Services and goods, pain relievers, interactive and adaptable cybersecurity training programs are offered by CyberSec Aware. Convenient incident reporting system, framework for a first evaluation of cybersecurity risk, templates for customizable awareness campaigns, ways for getting feedback. Game creators, improved employee cybersecurity understanding for rapid threat response, simplify event reporting, instruments for thorough risk evaluation, templates for awareness campaigns that are ready to use, continual development driven by data and feedback. So for our second MVP, for internal pains, for organizations, the absence of defined strategy to improve cybersecurity awareness. Reporting of security concerns by employees is ineffective or non-existent. Promoting a culture of cybersecurity responsibility is difficult. Internal pains for employees. Less chances for peer-to-peer cybersecurity conversations, uncertain procedures for reporting security issues, absence of participation in cybersecurity education. Internal gains for organizations. Increased awareness about cybersecurity in general, streamlined reporting of security events by employees, a climate where cybersecurity is shared responsibility. Employees. Improved cybersecurity knowledge and abilities, access to a cybersecurity peer network that is encouraging, a sense of satisfaction from making the workplace safer. External pains. Organizations. Risks of security incidents and data breaches, expensive cybersecurity education courses, finding interesting and useful cybersecurity resources is challenging. External gains. Reduced risk of cybersecurity issues for organizations, efforts for cybersecurity awareness that are affordable, accessibility to a skilled and motivated workforce. Pain relievers. A structured buddy system for cybersecurity education is the CyberSec Buddy Program, monthly peer support talks for cybersecurity, expert-led courses with a quarterly topic, a designed reporting route for security-related problems. Our two groundbreaking minimum viable products, CyberSec Aware and CyberSec Buddy program, will help your organization enter a new age of cybersecurity preparation. CyberSec Aware begin with the fundamentals. Give your staff a solid foundation in cybersecurity with the help of engaging online training sessions. Our intuitive incident reporting tool makes reporting easier. Customizable awareness programs and a fundamental framework for risk assessment can help you strengthen your defenses. The Cybersecurity Buddy program encourages a climate of cybersecurity awareness through relationships with peers. Join our buddy system, whereby staff members form teams known as CyberSec Buddies to exchange information and assistance. Participate in quarterly seminars with the subject and monthly cybersecurity talks hosted by professionals. Give your staff the authority to immediately report security risks. As you take your initial step towards a safer digital future, embrace these MVPs. Thank you for listening to my presentation.